Well, hello. Okay, I do believe I have fixed the microphone issue, which plagued the entire series, and I'm too lazy to watch my own videos, so I didn't realize that it was that bad. But here we are, new playthrough, new sounds, new fixed mic. We're going to do a survival. I think we played Adventure last time, and it was got quite easy towards the end. So let's do survival. You are the captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
Alright, gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the Academy, ready for your first deep space assignment. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Mr. Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, an observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me Pilot Extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis, wow. I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax, I was with the Maquis only a few weeks before I was captured. Sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Penal colony? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. Make sure this sounds good. Alright. That's it. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where the former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us, and a displacement wave is heading towards us. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager. It's powerful, dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert, Helm. Evasive maneuvers. Too late. The wave will intercept us in 5, 4. Brace for impact. 3, 2, 1. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Damage report! She should have like a scar here or something. Major hull and deck damage on the transporters are offline, and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay, Doctor. We've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor. Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone into gray mode. We're on reserves? Barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography is down, and the Voyager's blind, Captain. Genuine engineering. We need to get stellar cartography back online now. Yep, we know about all this. That is stellar cartography. We're gonna switch you on. Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry is trying to stammer is we're not in the Badlands anymore. Okay. What is this thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Okay. Here we go. Found some instant deuterium. Let's go ahead and scan the rest of this stuff. Okay, a lot of deuterium. Let's go ahead and head here first. Try the tractor beam. Nice. Now let's grab some deuterium. Come on, we want that 800. Damn it. Captain, we can now deactivate gray mode. Yep. Alright, I can turn you out of gray mode. Our flavor of the day today is citrus bliss. Okay, so now that we've got that back up, this array, I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detect a Maquis vessel next to it. Scan for life signs. Scan the ship for life signs, Ensign. There's no one on board, Captain. What about the array? Several life forms on board, Captain. One of them Vulcan? I'm not sure, Captain. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired immediately. Mr. Paris, get us some uranium deposit. We need to repair the transporter room. We now have the deuterium we need. Okay. We don't want to do that yet, though. I want to get you back online. I want to repair you. And 2 cycles. So let's head here. Okay, science bay is done. Let's do engineering office. Just collect what we can. Okay, now we'll do transporters are back online, Captain. Mr. Paris, set a course for the array. It's time to get some answers. Gotta try for the green. Nice. Okay, we're gonna go back in the ship. Let's repair sickbay. And let's repair phaser control room. Okay, we got phaser control. Let's repair the mess hall. What we got here? Let's just take what we can get. Yeah, no sense in going that far. you. Nice. I don't think that's worth it. Can't do that yet. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's grab this fuel. Where's our fuel at? 445. Let's go to take the 500. That'll fill us up. And let's hit the array. Okay, Mr. Ensign Kim and Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Okay. We gotta bring them both. I like it. Let's do it. Yeah, we know. Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place is eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions what we should do next? We get no reward either way. So let's just... This one's 4 away. This one's 4 away. So they're both 4 away. Looks like he's got a little better chance, so. Harry and Tom use their tricorders to scan for life signs and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn and find a farm with people working the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? We don't want to demand. I think we'll go with Tom. Harry and Tom discreetly observe the old man, trying to analyze his body language. Something feels off, like he is putting on an act, but they can't quite put a finger on it. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it's not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. Oh, nice. The old man isn't much help. We try to find the Maquis ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. We're almost full on fuel, so let's try and analyze the readings. What they could be. You suck, Kim. These people must be the missing Maquis. Let's wake up you. Harry sprints towards the half-Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him and look of concern on his face. Before Harry can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. Nice. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of a away team when Harry Kim unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? Whoa, I'm back on Voyager. What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We lost contact with you for several hours. Hours? But we were just there, right, Tom? Tom? Seems like he's still on the array. I hope. Captain, we're being hailed by the Maquis. Starfleet, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. Ram us? One of our own is also missing. It would make sense to postpone the ramming until we're all accounted for. Does that sound reasonable? We're beaming over. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of the Maquis crew is fraught with tension. Both sides remain weary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Likewise, Captain. Miss Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Maquis. I never liked you, Vulcan. That is unsurprising. I assure you, I performed my Maquis duties to the highest standards. Pedicue! You win some, you lose some. Now let's focus on bringing Mr. Paris and your commander back. His name is Chakotay. Excuse you. And we can't get back that easy. They're sealed and their communications are cut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications and report back as soon as you have a solution. Yep. We've already done all that. Okay. Flight support, yep, that's all done. Yep, engineering's done. Yep. Yep, that's already done. Yep, life support and deck 2 is done. Yep. That's all fine. It's already up. What are you talking about? That's all. Repairs complete, Captain. We should get to replicator rations now. Okay, everybody's on replicator rations. Let's go ahead and do this one. Actually, let's do this one. Okay. We don't really need that, so. Yep. Okay. Now we can build some housing for our boys. Emergency quarters. Over here, another emergency quarters. Boom. Let's just grab what we can grab. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communications. So, they respond. Hail the array. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. The old man with the banjo. But his form is entirely different compared to how he appeared on the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Our people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. 80. Let's let B'Elanna. Well, this has got 100% to scan. Scan the array for life signs, Tom and Chakotay. No signs of them, Captain, and no humanoid life forms indicated at all. Who or what are we talking about right now? 80% chance for B'Elanna to do something. No, listen here, you oversized Jello. Return to Return Chakotay, or I'll use that banjo in ways only a Klingon could. Got it? The struggle for survival is a heady burden. But I have no time for this. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? To ensure their survival. Whose survival? I hope you're not talking about Chakotay and the pilot. Your people, no. Your people may just hold the key to their survival, and I must hurry. No, you're stealing my time. You don't understand. I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. This is getting us nowhere. We need to find our people fast. You managed to extract valuable information, Miss Torres. I commend you for that. Captain, if I may, I've observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our mission, the cruise investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It is the only lead we have. Thoughts, Miss Torres? I don't like it any more than you do, but it'd be easier if we worked together, Captain. Helm, set a course for the 5th planet, neighboring system. Let's find our people. Okay, maximum warp. Yep, we're good. Let's go into the system map, or sector map, and okay, we're going to head, I'd say let's head up here, because I think this is going to have fuel. Okay, so we've got 2 new rooms. Yes. Directly into the atmosphere. Okay, we just lost a little bit of hull damage, no biggie. Nice. Let's grab you. And we're going to, here, just grab a little bit. Okay. Grab this fuel. Just a little bit. And now let's grab this research. Get our better chance. Nice. Okay, we do need to start researching. Let's do... That's a good place to start. Okay, let's head over here. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Let's see what we have here. Following the array's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Tom Paris and Commander Chakotay perhaps being held in this place? What makes this place so special? Let's do a general scan of the planet. It has all the basic characteristics of an planet, but no ocean, no rivers, nothing. However, there are settlements. Let's analyze the atmosphere. Take a look at what happened here. The atmosphere contains no nucleogenic particles, Captain. The planet is incapable of producing rain. I've studied thousands of MCAS planets. I've never seen an atmosphere without nucleogenics. There must be some kind of extraordinary environmental disaster. Wasn't there something about ensuring their survival? Can't be easy to survive that in that hellhole. Let's check the energy pulses. They are consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend an away team to investigate the area. There's something else. An interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. Energy said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we better hurry. Alright, let's do it. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. A peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor Maquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Greetings. I'm looking for something on this dusty old rock. Would we find anything, mister? Neelix, I've never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess, you were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He's probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. But Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide. But of course, a guide needs a little, compensation. That sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently, and these pesky void holes have been nibbling away at my supplies. Void bowls. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our mission crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Alright, so... We need to wait for Neelix to fill his belly. So while we're waiting on that, we need, another place to put some more rooms. I mean, I guess we'll do that one. What if we, hold on, pause that. Let's just build one right here for right now. Then that should take care of our missing people. Okay, so we just need to wait 3 days. So let's head here. I'm just gonna grab what we can grab. Okay, so they want me to build a new cargo bay. We're gonna wait a turn. I want this stuff to complete. Okay. Okay, and now we can build cargo bay right there. Alright, very good. Let's hit the caretaker up, see what they have to say. Or Neelix, I mean. What a delicious meal. A culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth, yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup? Tomato soup. Ah, I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alferian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah yes, your missing crew, right? Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At the foot, you'll find a Kazon Olga encampment. One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the Chondra. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Okampa had our people. Well, the Okampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Maj Jabin, the Olga leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Ask about the Olga. Anything else we should know about these caves on Olga? Water is a precious commodity around these parts. The Olga, they mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Well, prepare an away team and you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Alright, so let's head to the Okampa planet. And we have our plasma torch, which is done. Very good. Crew. Crew quarters. No. Science. Hydroponics bay. I think let's do that. That would be most important to get food up. We can get off these premium rations. Captain, we reached our destinations. Order? Let's send an away team. Okay, Neelix. And you. And obviously Tuvok. The away team materializes in a small valley between dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and the sand winds whip into their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get the bearings in this dust bowl? Tuvok's just going to have to lead you. The away team pushes forward, battling the strong winds with low visibility. Finally, they emerge onto a ledge with a clearer view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazan Olga settlement. However, the wind is picking up and a massive sandstorm approaching from the south. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. It looks like she can take care of it just fine. Balana wastes no time. With impressive efficiency, she swiftly constructs a wind-resistant shelter from the surrounding debris, all while grumbling about the perceived incompetence of the Starfleet team. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges unharmed and sets off in the direction of the Kazan Olga's settlement. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach the people? Let Talaxian do it. Neelix bounds forward, greeting the Kazan Olga in his usual boisterous manner. The woman and his children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazan emerges from the settlement. Jabin, their leader, at the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised woman who looks nothing like the Kazan, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around the corner. Seems like the Kazan don't find Mr. Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease him, Captain? Offer an exchange of water. Because that's gonna get us... Ooh. The away team offers Jabin water from the replicators. Fascinated by this technology, Jabin accepts the offer and becomes more receptive. He explains that the Okampa live underground, their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only water source. As proof, Jabin points out the bruised woman he is holding as a slave, an Okampa. He explains that she is one of the few who have been managed to reach the surface, and suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser. He points it at Jabin and demands the Okampa woman be freed. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. Should we retreat? Appease and carefully withdraw. The away team raises their hands in a gesture of peace, slowly backing away while choosing their words carefully to calm the angry Kazan. Jabin, though furious at Neelix's impulsive action, recognizes the away team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate this situation. He allows them to retreat, though his eyes burn with anger. We just went in and stole his fucking slave. I'm sure he's kind of mad. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship go? My dearest Kess, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you'd come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. Hold on a second. Yeah. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it has the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful. We have things to do. I don't really care what they have to say. Alright, someone get started on the transporter signal amplifier, and Kess will go to sickbay and have you examined. Captain, the science lab is back online. We can start researching the signal amplifier. Computer, initiate emergency medical holographic program. With no other viable options available, Captain Janeway activates the Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide medical care. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now, and this patient. Yes. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of treating any injury or deserve broken union. A few minor bruises and grazes, nothing I can't handle. You are in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That is very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain. I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and sick bay to reorganize. Alright, so it wants me to change to this, which is fine. We can do that, because it'll just pause our hydroponics bay. And let's go back to the system. And we don't need that. Okay, that's done. We're going to keep this as a fuel storage. That's the most important right now. Let's go ahead and clear out you while we wait. Don't see any more fuel here. So let's come back here. We'll get some more fuel. Okay. I'm hitting the button, but it won't go. Yes. Okay, and I think we'll build another. Okay, we're going to be carrying that for now. Get with the easy one. Okay. Alright, researching the hydroponic bay is done. Combat, hull reinforcement. We're not going to get into any battles right now, so I'm not really worried about that. We don't have anything in the Borg. Science. No, that's not 10% isn't shit. Let's begin research on tier 2. Take what we can get here. Okay, now let's head back. Captain, we reached our destination. Let's send in the away team. Alright, Kess. I think Balana should go. And obviously Tuvok again. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they reach for their weapons but hesitate. Careful, shouts one of them. Don't let them butter you up. Captain, the Kazon seems to be more cautious this time, but they're still ready to attack. What's our orders? We just show force and move forward. Good job. Captain, we reached the tunnel entrance. Using the transporter signal amplifier now, it is possible to breach the security barrier. So, yep, let's let Balana do that. The away team deploys its transporter signal amplifier, carefully scanning the barrier for any invulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field. They successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel. Beyond the barrier, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded in a large cavern is a futuristic environment with smooth white walls, glowing in warm white light, and sprinkled with patches of green. This is the Ocampa City. Captain, we're inside the Ocampa City, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Tom and Chakotay? Let's test. She lives here. Kess approaches a group of Okampa, respectfully asking for assistance in locating the missing Tom and Chakotay. The Okampa, touched by her concern, eagerly provides the direction to the medical facility. The away team eventually finds their crew members awake but disoriented. Surrounded by strange medical equipment, Chakotay instinctively reaches for his weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts shaking violently. A message from Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of reunion. The caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get you out of there. Clear a path through the debris or any obstacles. Well, we brought you, Chakotay. The away team clears the path through the collapsing tunnel, using their phasers to blast away debris and create a safe passage. They dodge falling rocks and collapsing ceilings, ensuring that everyone escapes safely. As soon as they reach the exit, the security barrier is the only thing standing between them and their escape. The tremors are interfering with the signal amplifier's focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Well, that's why we brought you along. Ooh, wait. This is the last one. Let's get that, reward. The team analyzes the tremors interference pattern and quickly recalibrates the transporter signal amplifier to compensate. The transporter signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock into the beam and materialize safely back on Voyager. Alright, way to go, guys. We got Chakotay and Tom back. Commander Chakotay, welcome aboard the Voyager. I am Captain Janeway, and Mr. Paris, it's good to have you, my pilot, back. What? No champagne? Not even replicated? I'm Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. Torres, what's going on here? Long story, Chakotay. Shorter version is we're stuck with the Federation sycophants in the Delta Quadrant. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet? Caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in scabs. The Okampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before. They also mentioned others with the same disease, but they didn't last. They died. I want you both in sickbay now. Doctor, their condition is unusual. Captain, their condition is unusual. The doctor is the one speaking. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of a foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate. A few more days and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material. For what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. It appears to have been introduced deliberately, though why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor? They've already started the treatment. With my expertise, they should make a full recovery. Yay! Captain, there's now enough evidence to form a reasonable hypothesis. The caretaker provided for the Okampa, yet remains on his array. It is logical to assume the provisions arrive through the energy pulses. They have increased in frequency since our arrival. Now he destroyed the access tunnel. In addition, he frequently mentioned running out of time. The caretaker has sustained the Okampa for millennia. Why the sudden urgency? It is illogical. My conclusion that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. The doctor discovered further confirms my hypothesis. The caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Okampa for as long as possible. Woo! This stuff is good, man. Citrus. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, someone who holds the key to their survival, a compatibility with the caretaker's DNA. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. I believe the caretaker is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? We have to return to the array before it's too late. Captain. Given the caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe A bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. Offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored, Captain. However, I suggest a test run to verify the system functionality and assess the temporary flight control officer's performance in battle. Excuse me, this ace pilot knows more maneuvers than Starfleet can throw a Greek letter and numbers together. Except the one for evading Starfleet custody. Gentlemen, enough. Tuvok is right. We need to test our combat systems, but we lack a sparring partner. You have one, our ship. Seriously, Chakotay? All the Maquis on the Voyager as Starfleet target practice? What could possibly go wrong? Alana, focus. We need preparation. I will pilot the Voyager. Captain, just remember to set your phasers to simulation. I'll keep that in mind. Alright. We're going in. We want coordinated attack. We want shield hacking. And we want...
What are your orders, Captain?
I want you to go attack their
Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Done. Got his warp core. Boom! That's how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy, huh, Tuvok? Your methods were unconventional, however, the objective was achieved in an acceptable performance. One more thing, Captain. Whatever awaits us at the Ray, the Valjean should be in a support position for the Voyager. Alright, have the transporter room stand by in case the crew needs an emergency beam out. Let's show this quadrant what we're really made of. Alright, so that's done. Let's swing by and pick up this. Take what we can get. Okay. Let's head back in our ship. Finish clearing that out. And go ahead and clear another one. Okay, so wait. Yeah, I'm not worried about that one. We are full on stuff. Let's head back for some fuel. Yeah, we're gonna need fuel, so. Ooh, nice. Okay, we want to research the bio laboratory. Right off the rip. Actually, let's do transporter room. Ooh, that's good too. Alright, yeah, transporter room first. I want to get that transporter room up. That's important. Alright, let's build one more room. Just so we've got everybody. Ooh, I should have built it here, not there. Stupid. Cancel building. There. Nice. We needed that. Okay, so there's two people that don't have a room. That's okay for now. It is what it is. I mean, I could probably build one here. No, I think I want another thing there. transporter room 2. Let's do biolab now. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Shit. Give me 1 second. Got a message. Okay. Perfect. It seems we're expected, Captain. It's the Kazon. The lead ship is hailing us. They're probably not calling to chat. I'll have our marquee raiders manned. You have support if this turns into a fight, Captain. Excellent idea. But let's see what the Kazon have to say first. Back for more, are you? I don't think your silk tongue will work this time. All we care about is getting home, Jabin. We will beam over to the array and see if we can arrange that. Oh, I'm sure you have other fancy speech prepared for the entity, but I won't allow it. We'll have no dispute with you. Of course not. You'd rather talk your way into getting what you want. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. I'm not as gullible as you think. The array's power is ours. Jabin, can we discuss this like two civilized... Disconnected, Captain, and they're powering up their weapons. Battle stations. Alright, let's do this.
What are your orders, Captain?
Attack.
Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain. Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
I'm hitting tab and oh, I'm not.
Ability. Enemy shields destroyed. Enemy is fled, Captain.
Got your ass, bitch. Now we're gonna take out
Moving
your
to attack
friends.
the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. An enemy is surrendered, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready. Enemy shields did ability ready, Captain.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. We did take some damage though. Alright. We went better than expected. Our raiders are still in good shape. I'll keep it close by, but just in case more Kazon decide to show up. You are strong, Captain, but there is strength in numbers. I have called for reinforcements. This array will be mine. And I guess we don't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back where we came from. Impossible. I've buried enough strength to complete my work. I must protect the Akampa. If I don't, Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. You've dragged us into this. You need to send us... Captain, Jabin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access the array systems to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kazon. They will annihilate the Okampa, and you must destroy it. Don't listen to them. We'll be stranded. Please, protect the Okampa. The caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Okampa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. Captain, the Kazons are closing in. Shall I try to access the primary control systems to send us back? No. We never asked to be involved, but we are. I won't trade the lives of the Okampa for our convenience. Lieutenant Tuvok, ready the tri-cobalt device. What are you doing? The arrays are our only way out of here. You can't! I can, and I will. Trouble call devices ready, Captain. Bye! We'll find another way home, I promise. Who do you think you are? Making the decisions for all of us. It was the right decision, B'Elanna. The Okampa, they reminded me of our people. We were fighting a more powerful enemy to protect our own. The Okampa deserve that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded, aren't we? Great. I'll definitely miss my next parole review. A missed parole review should not be your primary concern at the moment, Mr. Paris. Ah, thanks, Mr. Tuvok. Hadn't thought about that. Jabin is helling us. You have made an enemy today. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. Alright. I was telling me we are done. Let's hit sector. Boom, boom. Let's head straight here, because that's half. Hopefully that's a fuel. Oh, it's research. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the research. Dispatch a team. Ooh, 3 crew got sick. That's not good. 7 turns. Let's just take the safe way. Very good. Let's get on board our ship. It looks like we have the ability to repair. Nope, we need 50. Okay, well what about our shuttle bay? 50. Okay, so not enough to do anything there. We can build another cargo bay for fuel and then clear that cargo bay. So let's head here. Our laboratory is complete. Okay. Crew status. Tier 2. We need 70. I think we're gonna wait a minute. Let's grab what we can with the tractor beam. Not very good. Let's just get what we can get. Grab some more research. Another cargo bay is done. We're going to keep that on a fuel cargo bay. Try and get that 40. Damn it. that 40. Alright, back into the ship. Science laboratory. We need to research engineering 2. That is much more important than crew 2. Alright, room is done. We're gonna build one more cargo bay. Let's try and go for the big stuff. Nice. We needed that. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the asteroid. "70,000 light years from home. It seems we're in this together, Commander. Your decision didn't win you any friends, Kazon, Maquis, and Starfleet, but I respect you for it. Their anger is justified, but we have more pressing concerns. 2 crews on 1 ship stranded in the Delta Quadrant fighting for survival. I know a thing or two about survival. The Maquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside and work together to coexist." Coexist, Well, Commander, I'd like to offer you the position of Voyager's first officer. First officer? You're willing to trust a Maquis with that responsibility? I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning, a change to forge a new path together. We got 27 new crew members just joined. And Kess and Neelix also want to join as well. If we can say anything, we want to be a Caribbean journey. He could cook. And be the morale officer. And she wants to see the galaxy. She's a telepath, and she wants to help in the sick bay. I think the doctor would be glad to have you. Very well. Welcome aboard. Captain, you might want to see this. Looks like we've stirred a little trouble in a good way, I think. A sudden distress call reveals Voyager's victory over Jabin sparked a massive escape from the Kazon slave camp. Janeway wastes no time in ordering the desperate survivors to be beamed aboard. Neelix is surprised to find another Talaxian, Zabin, who was captured while exploring the Ocampo landscape. Gracefully joins the growing crowd of survivors seeking doctor's care. So we just got 43 more people. Alright, everybody listen up. We are going to overcome our differences and unite as one. We are going to explore, but our duty calls us home. We will never give up to find a way together. Mr. Paris, you've proven yourself a skilled pilot and valuable member of the crew. I hereby appoint you as our flight control officer. Perhaps you would like to embrace more frequency from now on, Lieutenant Paris. Lieutenant Paris? That has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Hey, Harry, I bet your own promotion is just around the corner. Boy, imagine me becoming a captain one day. Very well, gentlemen. This is your first official act and your new position. Lieutenant Paris, set a new course. We're flying home. Yay! We're gonna stay here for right now because we want to soak up the rest of this fuel. And we're gonna snag this as well. I'm gonna turn this cargo bay into that. Okay. So we got our 3 cargo bays. We're gonna need to do that soon. Let's just grab what we can grab. Whatever, that's fine. Okay, and then that's it, guys. On to the next sector. I'm gonna quit, and we'll come right back.